Hey, good morning, Pastor Steve here. In Philippians 3, verse 15, the apostle says, "Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if in anything you be otherwise minded, God shall reveal even this to you." So having said about his intent to press toward the mark for the high calling, he says, "And you who are grown up, you who are mature," that's what perfect means, "have that same mind. Have the desire to be more like Jesus, more holy in a practical way. Walk in the good works which God intends of you," Ephesians 2:10. If you don't think you need to press forward, he says, God will convict you. God will prod you if you're his. Or in Romans 8:29, remember after the Romans 8:28 verse, God's purpose is to determine to have us conform to the image of Christ, to have that image stamped on us. In other words, grace saves us just as we are, nothing in ourselves, but cares enough not to leave us where it found us. Charles Spurgeon said, "Don't be satisfied while there are any remains of the old nature in you. Let's cry to the Lord to drive out the Canaanites," he says. "And though they have chariots of iron, let us by divine grace drive them out. Pray, Lord Jesus, you have come to turn me from every sin. Well, turn me and I shall be turned. You have provided medicine for every disease. Lord, heal me and I shall be healed." He says many Christians don't seem to have had a thorough transformation or conversion. We need the power that has saved us to do its work completely. I think it was Mike Warnke years ago who said the key to your chains is also the key to your ignition. That's a good point, isn't it? We have to continually be renewed by grace and set apart to the service and glory of God. Sometimes we're more like St. Augustine, who said, "God, make me good, but not yet." There was a girl who was saved and she wanted to join the church, and the leaders of the church said, "Well, before you were saved, did you sin?" She said, "Oh, yes, I did." "Now, do you still sin?" She said, "Oh, yes, I do." "Well, would you explain that?" She said, "Yes, sir, I will. Before I came to Jesus Christ, I used to run after sin and I'd catch it every time. And then I came to Jesus Christ, and now I run away from sin, but sometimes it catches me." You think about that, Pastor Steve.